Guys, welcome. Today we're going to talk a little bit about getting around in New York City. Just as any other big city, it can be a hassle. It can be challenging to get around in the city or to get from the airport to the city. And most commonly, we also used to take the easiest way, and that's taking a taxi to the center. As you already know, we did a city trip a few weeks ago to New York City after we did the cruise to the Bahamas, and we explored other possibilities to get from the airports to New York City. So instead of taking a taxi, which cost by example between the 75 and the 100 USD single way, we have looked up some other solutions and found other solutions to get around and to get to New York City for a way more cheaper price than the 100 USD. We personally prefer to spend the saved money on food, on musicals, going out, that kind of stuff, instead of just paying a taxi. So if you're not into paying a taxi and paying the 100 USD for a single trip just to get to New York City, then I have a few solutions for you. If you flew in Newark International Airport, there is an air train with a connection to the subway and the metro line to New York City. So it's easy. If you exit the Newark Liberty Airport, it's indicated already that you can take the air train, and I guess it was the first or the second station. You get off, you take the subway to New York, and then you enter, you cross the river, and then you come straight in the middle at the top, actually, from the business district. From there you can take either way a taxi again, or you take the metro line Broadway to the business district, or up to the north to Upper Manhattan. So to get this ticket for the air train and the metro in total, it was more or less 19 USD each person, single way, to get to New York. So if we multiply 19 USD, let's say 20, it will make 40 USD to get from the airport into New York City, in the place where you want to be. So that makes a difference of 60 USD to spend that night. The same goes for getting around in New York City itself. There are plenty of ways to go around. We did a large piece of the Broadway by foot. Benefit of that is that you get your steps. Down part is that it's quite a long piece of walk, and honestly, we went from our hotel in Lower Manhattan, actually the financial district, so a little bit deeper than Lower Manhattan, up to Central Park. We walked from there to there, and honestly, I have to say that we have taken the metro, the subway, back to our business district, to a financial district where we had our hotel. But it's easy manageable if you do it on your own speed. So it's possible. Another way is just take the central metro line, and that's the metro line on Broadway that runs actually parallel with Broadway and brings you all from the financial district all up to Upper Manhattan. And a single ticket for a metro costs around $3.90. Yeah, single way, one person. So that's for getting around in New York City. So some important item that I want to lighten up is that there are a lot of cruises that goes to Statue of Liberty. These are paid cruises. They ask a lot of money to go by the ferry to the Statue of Liberty. We found a solution. We found a way to go by, not to go to the statue, but to sail by the Statue of Liberty all the way to Staten Island. If you see here, Staten Island, it's the island here, this one. So we took a free ferry, actually, a free ferry. So it goes 24/7, I guess each 30 or 40 minutes. And it goes all the way from Battery Park, so it's this one. It goes all the way, it crosses Statue of Liberty, and goes to here. So it docks there, and there's not much to see here, but the main idea of there are a few nice restaurants in that area, but the idea of taking this free ferry is to go along by the Statue of Liberty to get a very nice view, and as a bonus you get a beautiful view on the skyline of New York. If I can give you one advice, take this ferry by night. This gives you a way more better impression of New York City by night. The skyline. The Statue of Liberty is also beautiful and lightened. So one tip, do it by night. You can recognize the free ferries from Staten Island by written Staten Island, and they are orange from color. So this is a really nice tip that I want to share with you, to get the free ferry from Battery Park all the way passing by Statue of Liberty to go to Staten Island. And if you can make it quickly, you can dock at the pier at Staten Island, go out, come in again, and take the next ferry and go back to New York. Or you can spend a few hours in Staten Island. There's a nice shopping mall on that side. There are a few restaurants where you can eat with the view on the skyline. So there are plenty of things to do and to spend some time in waiting for the next ferry. Another important thing is, if you go for a cruise and you are departing from the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal, which is more downwards, way past the Governor's Island, near the IKEA, actually the Red Hook district. So then you can find the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal, and it's more exactly, let me see. It's more or less here. Yes, wait, I'm too far. So this one is it. This is the cruise terminal here. An ocean. A little bit. Pier 12. This is the cruise terminal. So I have met a few people on the boat, on the ship, that came from New York City by taxi all the way through Brooklyn, all the way down to the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal. It costed them more or less between the 75 and 100 USD as well, single way. We have found, my wife is the expert in this. We have found a better solution, and we took the ferry. We only paid a few bucks. I think it was 6 or 7 USD. And we started from this pier 11. From Pier 11, it goes straight away to the first stop, somewhere here, Brooklyn Bridge Park, and then it goes all the way to the Pier 12 and the cruise terminal. Actually, if you leave the boat at the cruise terminal, you are basically at the entrance of the ship. So that's in walking distance. So there's no need to take a taxi from New York City unless you want to. But there are other ways to get there and to save some money. So that's another tip, is to take the ferry from Pier 11 to the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal and vice versa. So it goes both ways. So when you leave the ship again, when you dock again and you have finished your cruise, you can take the same ferry, and that goes straight to Pier 11. From Pier 11, it's just a little walk to the subway, and there you can start, or you spend the day in the financial district here, or you go straight away with the metro to Lower Manhattan, Upper Manhattan, or whatever you want to stay at that part. So these are a few insights about getting around in New York City. Just let me give you one more advice. We flew in through Newark. We spent in New York, and then we flew back from JFK. Even to JFK, from New York City leaving, there is a perfect connection with the subway, metro stations, with the metro lines. So there is no need, unless you want it, to take a taxi to JFK. There is a nice metro subway that goes all the way down Brighton Beach, all the way up. I guess here is one changing point. Here you have to change lines, and then you step into the JFK air train from the airport, and you go all the way to the JFK airport. I have to tell you that for this, when you step over to the JFK air train, you have to pay an extra fee, and it was more or less $11, $11 USD, a single trip each person. But at the end, it makes that you pay $15 or $16 each to get from New York City all the way to JFK. Once again, if you take the taxi, it will cost you probably around the 100 USD. That being said, I hope you had some info, and you have I have provided you some more info and insights in getting around in New York City. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down to put it in the comments, and if possible, I will answer your questions regarding getting around in New York City. If you want to have some links, insights, or more detailed information, I'm happy to share it with you, and to make your trip to New York City a little bit easier and comfortable. That's it for now, and see you in the next video. Bye.